Are you rich enough to ride a motorbike? We're going to
I,
find out.
I don't know, Jamie. Tell me, am I?
Well, we're just about to find out. He's Scott.
And he's Jamie.
And this is Motorbike Madness. Right, so Scott, I think you've done a breakdown on the history of all of this.
Okay, so it's tax on fuel pre-March 2022. Okay, so the tax on unleaded fuel between 23rd of March this year was 57.95p per litre. Okay, so on the 23rd of March this year, the government gave us a 5p concession. They reduced the tax by 5p.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Take it down to 52.95 pence per litre. All right. The fuel in the UK has seen the largest rise in petrol and diesel in 17 years. All right. The average price for petrol is now around £1.77.5p a litre, and diesel being 185.3 pence per litre. Don't take my word for this. These are just approximate and may vary depending on the location. Okay, so how the cost of fuel is made up. Fuel duty, 40%. VAT, 17%. Cost of petrol to the supplier, 27%. Retail profit, 9%. Cost of biofuel content, so that's like your E10 has some biofuel in it, 6%, and supply and delivery cost 1%. So the government are taking over a third of that money in duty and VAT.
That's painful.
Yep. If you think about it, okay, so we've all heard on the radio the average cost of your average family-sized car fill up their tank is £100 now. So over a third of that, if you work it out on a third, you're looking at £33.33 going in duty.
A third of the price of fuel is tax, is levy for the government to take. And so, like you say, to say what you fill up £100, that's 66 is the actual fuel cost.
Yeah. And
then 30 whatever is the rest, which is going straight to the government. So technically we could be saving, if we got rid of the fuel tax, which wouldn't happen, but we could save 33 quid every 100 quid.
To be fair, even if they took the 17% VAT off of it, right, they're still making fuel 40% in fuel duty. So if you work that out, what am I looking at? I live sort of close to London. Cheapest diesel I can get is £1.86 a litre. I literally filled up at Asda in Ruislip yesterday for £1.85.9. Yet last Sunday it was £1.77. So it's gone up 9 pence in a week.
It is horrendous. It is horrendous. And have you had a look at the insurances as well? Has that gone up?
Insurance is a sort of grey area, but insurance has gone up.
But by how much, they won't tell us.
They won't tell us. It all depends. Insurance has always been a grey area. It all depends on your postcode, because some areas are much more prone to crime. But what I have found out is a lot of people now go to comparison websites for insurance. And these comparison websites charge the supplier a horrific amount of money for using their website.
Wow.
Okay. So when you go on a comparison website, your insurance may be cheaper than it was last year, but these insurance companies are relying on you being with them long enough to make a profit, or not having an accident and not making a claim. Internet and these comparison companies, everybody is fighting for the best deal. So even though you think you're getting you may be getting a reduction, like, just for argument's sake, you pay £600 for your insurance this year, you go on the comparison site, you pay £500 next year. you may think you're getting a good deal, but you're actually not, because the days of good deals with the insurance broker making the deals face to face are gone.
Bloody hell. Did you have a quick look? Well, you may not need to look. You can just think back to the time you done your motorbike test. How much did it cost you back then?
Jesus Christ.
What,
Probably
half a
around
Kit Kat?
half a Kit Kat and a Coke.
Yeah.
Do you know what, mate? To be fair, I can't remember how much it was, but I guarantee it's nowhere near. Just a quick stab in the dark. I'm guessing to do your test now, you're looking at 1,500 quid.
Well, we'll get on to that. I've got the figures. It's not as much as you would think, surprisingly. We go back to when my dad started riding the bike and stuff like that. I mean, the tax, just vehicle tax alone, it was probably 40 quid for his phase 1,000.
Yeah. Okay. I had a little look into road tax as well.
Oh, do tell.
Road tax hasn't gone up massive amounts, but it's still gone up. From 2021 to this year, anything over a 600 was £96 for the year. It's gone up by about a fiver.
That's what, over 5%.
It's still over 5%. It's still gone up, not significantly, but when you take everything into account, fuel cost, insurance, cost of living, it's a big jump. You know, it makes a whole lot of difference to people like me that ride for pleasure, not because, you know, it's a pleasure thing for me. I don't ride all year round anymore. I don't ride to work anymore. So riding a bike for me is quite expensive now.
Exactly, and that's because it is a hobby, and it sort of brings us on to, I suppose, are you rich enough to ride? And the facts and the figures are scary. It's scary. I mean, everyone back when, even when I was 16, every father that loved motorbike, anyone that loved a motorbike had a motorbike because we could afford to. It wasn't a luxury back then. You know,
that's not strictly true, is it? When I first started riding, I'm looking back sort of 16, 17 years old. So we're talking way back when, late 80s, early 90s. When I first started riding, I couldn't afford leathers, motorbike gloves, motorbike boots, you know, because it was only rich people or people that were riding bikes professionally that could afford all the kit. You know, my first set of waterproofs was a pair of oversized combats from the Army and Navy store, which I waxed, and a jacket which I waxed, you know, and a second-hand crash helmet. You know,
but back then there was no such thing as health and safety.
No. Now the kit sort of come, well, from what I saw the other weekend when we went out on a ride, the kit had come down in price, but it's sort of gone back up again. But it's still affordable. Whereas,
but then the tech has gone through the roof as well, though.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you've got so much more in it now. You've got your Kevlar jeans, you've got everything. Whereas back then, it was only leather trousers and your material ones.
Yeah, exactly,
you know? No sort of casual wear.
So what we do, we go forward and figure out if people are rich enough to ride. We'll start from bog basics. So we're going to say that no one has anything. We're going to be a general Joe and no license, no bike, no nothing. Literally, we're standing on the curbside. So I'm going to throw step by step. You can have a little bit of a guess if you want. If not, don't worry. And then we can go through. So the first thing you need to do when you want to ride a bike is you've got to get your provisional license. You've got to get it added onto your license. Yep. So how much do you reckon that costs?
45 quid.
34. It's gone down.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't hear that sentence too often, do you?
No.
So after you got that, the first thing you got to do is CBT. So now this ranges in price depending on where you are in the country, of course.
Yeah.
Have a guess.
150 quid.
130 is the average. So yeah, there are £150 out there, and you can get it for 110 as well. There's, you know, depending on where you are.
Yeah, back in my day, no CVT. You'd go out, buy a 125, jump on it, and fuck off.
Just stick a nail plate on it. No, even nail plate really. Next thing, obviously, is you need your motorcycle theory test. That is only 23 quid.
Bargain.
I didn't think that was too bad. So from here on in, what we're going to be talking about is somebody that is over the age of 25 and can get direct access. If you're under the age of 25, unfortunately, these figures are going to be pennies to you because it's fucking extortionate and really does, unless you've really got a hype for motorbikes, it's probably best off waiting because the figures are just astronomical. But direct access course, you can get between £600 and £800.
Surprised.
Exactly. And that obviously unrestricted afterwards and away you go. But obviously you have to be over 25. So all in all,
I thought it was over 21. You had to do the direct access.
I think it's 25. I think they boosted it up. It could be 21. Let us know in the comments which one's right, Team Scott or Team Jamie. Who knows? Yeah. Let us know.
Yeah, I know they keep changing the laws on
everything
test, and everything in between. Do you still do 3 parts?
Yeah. 3 parts, including your theory. So your theory, part 1, part 2.
Yeah, and your test.
And So all in all is £887. So you've not even got a bike. You've not even rode on anything yet. You've literally just got a stamp on the back of your fucking license that says you now can. And that's cost you £887. So already we're nearly £1,000 in.
But does the CBT only still last for 3 years?
Yeah.
And
no,
then you have to
2 years. Don't know. Let us know in the comments again. Didn't do the research.
Then once your CBT runs out, you have to have a year off.
No, you can concur it.
You can concur it now. Yeah. Okay, because fucking hell, I remember when they first brought the CBT out, it ran for 3 years.
Yeah.
Then you had to have a year down before you could renew it again. If you didn't take your test or if you failed it. So you can concur it now.
Yeah, you can concur it now.
Fuck me, this is too technical for an old boy like
that. Tell me about it. So now we're going to get on to, are you rich enough to buy a bike? So first off, are you rich enough to get your license?
If I was doing it now, no.
No, I mean, that's 887 quid that you've not got the option of paying monthly for.
Yeah.
That is 887 quid. You're never seeing again. That is a flat out, bye-bye, see you later.
Yeah.
God forbid you get caught drink driving or something else like that. You're lost.
God forbid you fucking fail your test.
Yeah. It's fucking, there's another load of money. But it's fucking, right. So now we're going to go, let's get a bike, right? Let's go from standing butt naked on the curb with your new license. We would now want to get a bike. So I've done 3 different ways. So I've done your basics. So we're going to go cheapest chips. We're going to go what I found on the internet today. We need to get on the roads. We want a decent bike. So let's run through it. The bike I chose was a Kawasaki ER6. It was 2012. It's on Facebook now. I'll pop the picture up here. Bing.
Yeah.
It's got 12,000 miles on the clock. I wouldn't say that's too bad.
No, that's not. That's a fair middling bike. It's a good first bike.
And now that's listed at £2,750. I thought that was cheap as chips. Good
That's
bike.
A reasonable price, yeah.
So we got that. Helmet. J&S I went to. Why not? The cheapest helmet they've got not on sale currently is £50. Gloves, cheapest not on sale, £30. Jacket, cheapest not on sale, £90. Trousers, once again, not on sale, £90. Boots, £60, not on sale. And a chain and padlock, £50. All of these are not on sale. Obviously, you can find places that are doing discounts and end of stock and stuff like that. You can get it much, much cheaper. But let's just say that you've been on the unfortunate bastard that's walked in and they've gone, oh, sorry, no, the sale ended yesterday and you're fucked.
Yeah.
So the total cost of getting a motorbike and all your safety gear and the security, £3,120. Now, not astronomical in this day and age. I mean, you wouldn't be able to get a decent car for that.
No, but that's a fair old whack when you're a new rider because you're now thinking about insurance.
And this is a second vehicle probably, and this is for pleasure. Yeah. It hasn't a purpose. It's solely for pleasure. You going out and loving the ride of the bike. So if you now add that into getting the bike license, you're already up to £4,007.
Yeah.
And now, yeah, you've got a bike you can get on the road. Obviously, we got some more. We got the added extras, tax, insurance, fuel, everything else that's coming on later down the line. We're just now on about bog basic, as cheap as I could find it today on a decent bike, £4,007, including your license. Now, yeah, you wouldn't get a car for that, a decent one anyway. It's going to last you.
No, and somebody just coming in sort of that age, that's probably that's saving up for a year, isn't it?
Saving up for a year, you can do this. You can do it. You know, if this is your passion, you've gone, yes, I love motorbikes. I've always wanted a motorbike. A year of saving, and you'll be happy, wouldn't you? £4,000, fucking hell.
Yeah, but what else are you throwing out the window for that?
Fucking your life. But it's not on those figures. I would say, as long as you're not on minimum wage,
which a lot of people that age are going to be.
Yeah, totally. I don't think that's out. I don't think that's out of what's the word for it? Out of reach.
Out of reach.
I think it's out of reach. Hey guys, it's me, Jamie. Just taking a second to tell you about the new community that we're setting up. It's called Motorbike Madness Motorcycle Club. You can find us on Facebook. What we're trying to do is bring together a load of motorbike fanatics that, unfortunately, over the pandemic, we've all got split apart. Unfortunately, we couldn't go out on our motorbikes and stuff like that. But now we want to change that. We want to gain a community out of this. We want to help as many people as we can, just literally go on ride outs and enjoy ourselves. So if you want to join us, go onto Facebook, search Motorbike Madness Motorcycle Club, and then just join. You know, if you've got a motorbike, you're overqualified. I look forward to seeing you there. Me and Scott are on there most days. Just get involved, people, and I'll see you in a bit. Cheers. Now, you can cut that down. If you only want a 125, then obviously you're only going to be paying £164. That was quick maths because I didn't even write it down on my cheat sheet. I'm impressed. Yeah. But if you want anything bigger than a 125, not a lot of people do these days. 125s are ample enough to get in and out and commute and do stuff like that. But if you want the bigger bikes like we ride, then unfortunately direct access and £887 to get a stamp in your bloody license is what you're going to have to do. So now what I've done, after we've done all that, is I've had a look. You've won the lottery. Now, how much is it going to cost you to go balls out? And then it will, obviously I've done the low end, done the high end, add them both together, divide by 2, will give us the average, the average price. So high end, I've decided to go for a Versys 1000cc Grand Tourer Kawasaki.
Yeah.
Brand new out the box, and that £13,000.
13 grand. That's not high end. You should have gone for the H2, 27.
Yeah, but we're trying to think of everyone, you know what I mean? And we could have gone for that fucking combat bike at 102,000.
Yeah, but if you think about it, the H2 is now going to be iconic because Tom Cruise has done it again. He's ridden it in a movie.
Oh, there's a video. I'll show you a video on TikTok later. If you haven't seen our TikTok, guys, it's at Motorbike Madness Media. I will be doing a stitch on one of the most pathetic videos I've ever seen in my life straight after this. So if you want to see that, hop onto TikTok. So yeah,
if you want to be part of the community, it's Motorbike Madness Motorcycle Club on Facebook. Look for us.
Look at us dirty plugging ourselves halfway through. I love it. So we've got the Kawasaki coming in at £13,000. I've gone for the helmet. So once again, I've got onto JNS to find my prices because why not? And there's a Shark Race R Pro. We went to a online retailer, and that's £1,000 that helmet. £1,000.
Excuse me?
Yeah, £1,000 for a Shark Race R Pro.
For a fucking lid.
For one.
I'm going to look at this.
What I do is I pop it up, ding, there. So you guys get to see it as well. But yeah, Shark Race R Pro. I think it's 999.99. You know, it makes it look better than £1,000, but no, you're gonna
that better be back. All singing and dancing for a fucking £1,000.
Better suck me off for £1,000.
Yeah.
So hold on to your helmet, literally, because it's going to get worse. So gloves, I've gone for is it Denise Danny's.
Dainese, yeah.
Dainese.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm going to butcher it like I always do. It's a little trade of mine. It's called Full Metal 6. It's a pair of gloves. One pair of gloves that only goes in one hand on the other hand. £360. Yeah.
So that's like fucking hell. 3 times more than I paid for the pair of gloves the other weekend when I went out because the stitching had burst on the ones I bought.
I know you're not great at maths, but it's definitely 10.
Yep.
10 times the amount.
10 times the amount, yep.
So me
and math are like you and the English language.
Oh yeah, I butcher the English language and you butcher the maths. So what are we going for? Dainese again? No, Dainese? Dainese.
Yeah.
Cyclone D-Air, this jacket's called. Dainese? It's just because the eye's in the wrong place. Cyclone D-Air. Do you want to know?
Go on, yeah.
£1,700.
Fuck you.
That's nothing else. It's one jacket, no trousers, nothing like that. One jacket. £1,700. Not leather, Gore-Tex. £1,700. Once again, there's a picture of it.
Yeah.
Trousers. Same company, because I keep forgetting that. Dainese. Yeah. There we go. Got it. Sports Master. For these pair of trousers, they're called a Sports Master. £520.
Fuck me, I've just shit my pants.
Yeah, well, fucking it better keep my third leg warm, I tell you, for that amount of money. This is where I didn't think it was too bad, really. I thought most boots. Now, I thought I was going to be able to find over £1,000 pair of boots. I couldn't. And I've gone for Dainese again, Sportsmaster again, 320 quid.
That's not horrific. That's not horrific. But in the grand scheme of things, I need a new pair of boots. And I've just had a look on the internet tonight, and I can get a pair of boots for £140.
Well, if we go back up to the cheapest chips, you can get one for 60.
Yeah.
They were black leather and they did nothing for you, but 60 quid.
Mate, they saved your feet.
Yeah, that's all they're there for. So the next one I went for is a back plate, because let's face it, if we're going all out, let's save our back in the meantime. Alpine Star, £125. Didn't think it was that bad. I didn't think it was that bad. All it does is save you back from snapping in half.
Yeah.
You know, for 125 quid, it's probably worth it. So if you're going all out, you're probably going to want a set of leathers, let's face it.
Yeah.
This shocked me. I've got a Dainese Laguna, and I'll throw the picture up there again. £1,000.
Again, I've looked on the internet, all in one race suit. I think it was Frank Thomas, 400 quid.
Yeah. I didn't think it was too bad, considering that's the high end of that company that I mentioned earlier that we promised we'd stop talking about. But yeah. So then I went to a chain and padlock, security, 150 quid. Didn't think it was too bad either.
No.
But you can get it a lot cheaper. Disc lock. This one's called the Beast, and it looked mega, and there's no way you're getting through it. 160 quid. Come with a massive audible alarm. Rah, 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 rah. 160 quid for a disc lock.
Yeah. Keep the love of your life safe. Fuck me, I'd pay that.
Yeah. And then a cover, the most expensive one I found was 40 quid on that company.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't bother. So all in all, should we go off high end? This is the high end cost, £18,375. Now, do consider the bike that I chose as the big bulk of it. Like we said earlier, if you go for the Kawasaki, is it H2R?
H2, yeah.
You're looking at 27-30 grand before tires hit the road.
Before you even think about getting on it, you're looking at 27 grand.
I went sensible. High end but sensible, still brand new bike, not touched the floor before. So all in all, you're looking at £8,375. Now, what person's got nearly 20 odd grand sat in their back burner? Not a lot of people.
Not me. I earn a good wage. Don't
see
get me wrong.
I
earn a decent amount of money. Right, I'd love to go out and buy a brand new Gen 3 Booster. 18 grand. I can't afford it.
Nope. So what I done because not everyone can afford that amount of money, is I had to look at the finance, because that may be pretty
an option. Yeah.
Yeah. So 1 year, I've done this with a company called Nationwide that we've all probably heard of. They do an APR of 2.9% on this amount of money.
I think you'll find if you've got an account with them, they'll do 2.8%.
All comes down to your credit rating. All comes down to who you are. I wouldn't be able to get that fucking rate, I know for sure. But maybe you can. But here's the figures anyway. If you wanted 12 months for the 18 grand, you would be paying £1,550, £1,555 and 10 pence a month. That is still out of reach.
Yeah.
Still out of reach.
Some people don't even fucking earn that.
No, exactly. 2 years, so 24 months. £788.66 a month.
No, that's still no good.
Fucking out there.
Yeah.
3 years, £533.25 a month. Now you're coming into sort of
the realms of possibility.
Yeah, you're earning high, or you're living at home with mum and dad.
Yeah.
Then we can start talking. 4 years, £405. Now, if you notice there, that weren't big of a drop. That was only 130 quid.
Yeah.
That's where APR starts kicking your ass, because you've had it for longer, it compounds more over time. And then once again, even less of a drop, 5 years, but even in the realms of possibility, £329.05.
Yeah, but that's still a fair whack of money.
Still a fair, considering everything else you got to pay out for.
Come on in, math boy. £359.28.
£329.05. Yeah.
Over 60 months.
Yeah. Well,
what's your final payment?
Well, actually, I screenshotted it, but my phone's died. That sucks, doesn't it? Yeah. I've got a calculator on the fucking screen. Let me use it now. So we've got how much again? We got 32905 times by 60. You're paying not a lot more, £19,743.
Which ain't extravagant, but by the time
1,400 quid more.
But you're not going to want to keep that bike for 5 years.
I wouldn't have said so.
No.
But that's not just the bike, don't forget. That is everything else included, your leathers, your jacket, your gloves and all that.
Yeah, but while you're paying that back over 5 years, you're not going to be able to get anything else. And you're not going to want to keep that bike for 5 years, are you?
No. You come off, God forbid you come off. There's a set of helmet, gloves, jacket, trousers and boots. Fucked.
Yeah. And if you don't come off, are your boots going to last you 5 years?
No. You get a good enough jacket, which I hope a 1,700 quid fucking jacket is. I'm hoping in fucking 5 years that'll still last you.
Fuck me, for 1,700 quid, I want that to do the fucking washing and ironing and make me breakfast in the morning.
And I mean, call me fat, because I am. I don't think I've ever had a set of leathers that have lasted me 5 years because of my stomach growth.
Mate, no, I don't think I've ever had anything that's like. Tell a lie, I've got a pair of Gore-Tex trousers that I've had since 2006. And do you know why they're still in good condition?
You've put them between two elephants and made them run in different directions.
I've never ever fucking worn them.
That'd be it.
I bought the jacket and trousers, a two-piece.
Yeah.
Never wore the trousers because I had a set of leathers that I bought.
Yeah.
And I always wore the leather trousers and the Gore-Tex jacket. Never wore the Gore-Tex trousers because I found them too hot.
Yeah. They are. They make a very moist ball sack.
Yeah.
So I've done the average between the two. The average between the two equals £10,747.50, which, if you're getting into this, you're not got that in the back burner. You are financing that, but the main cost, like we say, that's still a lot of money. 10 grand.
That's it. Yeah, and then you've got to think about your fuel costs on top of that.
I mean, just to put it in perspective, you got a high end at 20 grand. Add a couple more fucking grands on that, you've got a house deposit.
Yeah.
Now, what would you rather have in this day and age? Something that's going to appreciate and gain you money, or let's face it,
something that's going to depreciate, and you got a potential of some thieving little scrope robbing it off you at a set of traffic lights.
Exactly that. So let's get on to the actual main thing. So we've now got a bike. Congratulations, you've now got a license. Congratulations. You think the costs are all over? Nope. So you got riding costs.
Nope.
So I've based this off of you using one tank a weekend. So like us, we normally go out every Sunday, go for a long blat. We normally fill up at the beginning. We're normally empty at the end. So I've said 20-litre tank. Who's got a 20-litre tank? Fucking no one. You know, we've all got mid-range ones. But anyway, I've said we're going to use 80 litres in a month. So you go on a long Irish trip, like we're on about going to Brighton. I'm going to use over one tank easily, you know, probably nearly two. But anyway, so
you want to get a bigger bike with a bigger tank, so
I need to, but you know, well, at these costs, I can't afford to. So the fuel at the moment, as you said, I just went down to my local Sainsbury's and it's £1.81. Now it's £1.81 because do not, and I repeat, do not put E10 in your motorbikes. Now, just call me an arsehole, believe what the government say. Oh, it's suitable for all engines. My bike runs like a bag of shit. The motocross bikes run like a bag of shit. I'm pretty sure your Busa runs like a bag of shit.
I would never even dream of putting E10 in my baby.
Exactly. So that's why I've gone for the higher cost of £1.81. So over a month at 80 litres, you're spending £108 a month. That equates to £1,303.20 a year in fuel. Now, if we go back to that, let me just get my calculator out. Calculator. All right, so we got £1,303. Let's divide that by 3. You are paying the government £434 in tax. Fucking tax. £434 in tax. Just so you can ride your bike that you've already spent how much money on? Because let's face it, you gaining your license is practically giving them money.
£19,500.
That's ridiculous. Anyway, let's carry on before I cry into this fucking microphone. Maintenance. Yes, you have to maintain your bike. Averagely, you can go fucking astronomical and you can spend thousands on maintaining your bike every year. I went mid-range, £500. Decent service, decent oils, decent filters, chain every so often. I've chucked that in there. 500 quid, you'll be able to encapsulate, unless you've got a booster that needs fucking, tucking into bed at night.
And you've got to take all the fairing off because it doesn't just sit around the side, it goes all the way underneath.
Why would it? It's a booster. You love these things, it's going to happen. So also running on the lines of the booster, if you've got that much power, you're going to get through what? Tyres. £150 a year.
Is that for a pair or?
That's for a pair, and that's cheap.
Yeah, I was going to say that's going to be
Michelin pilots.
Yeah, which are Michelin's are all right, but I wouldn't want to.
Yeah, but these are pilots. They're bog standard, cheap, cheerful. Fucking stick them on. I'm not. Yeah. But anyway,
I'm not putting them anywhere near.
No. Insurance. People don't like telling people how much they pay for insurance, but I've budgeted around about £400 a year. Now, if you're a new rider, you're looking higher. You're looking probably £600 a year.
You if not a bit more. You're talking to somebody that's got 9 points on their license and been riding for forever. And because of my postcode area, my insurance is just under £500 a year.
And you ride a Bosa.
Yep.
And you got 9 points for speeding.
Yep.
I'm surprised they gave you insurance.
They love me. They like to take my money off me.
You have to give them a reach around for that quote.
No, that's what the government are fucking me up the arse.
Yeah. So the next one we got is tax. So tax, £100 a year. Anything over 600 cc's, or was it £99? Something like that.
£96 gone up to 101. So thereabouts. So it's £5 for the year.
Yeah,
it's gone up by. So it's £101 a year.
So we add all that together. That's £2,453.20 a year.
That's a lot of money.
Just to run your bike.
Yeah. That's a lot of dough.
That is a lot of do re mi. So £2,453 a year. That equates to £204.43 a month, £47.17 a week. So say you've gone and you've decided to go for the 5-year finance deal on the high end, plus the £204, you are looking at £534 a month. No, you can afford that on minimum wage. There's no chance. No.
And with somebody like me, that's a fucking good holiday.
Yeah.
You know, if you're saving that over a month, that's 11 grand a year.
Yeah. £11,000.
Yeah.
2 years house deposit.
Yeah.
Now you must really like motorbikes. You really must love. You got to love them.
Yeah.
It's killing a community.
Crazy. So it does beg to ask a question, doesn't it? Yeah, absolutely killing it. And it does beg the question, can you afford to ride? When you put it like that, if I was starting out, no. You know, it limits where I can go, how often I can take the bike out, what I can buy. You know, that what can the government do if they, like I said, if they bin the 17% VAT or even lowered it, they'd still make a fortune. You know, they'd still make their money. People would be better off. But will they? No, because it's all about the money and the coffers.
Now, obviously, we've gone down certain lines. You could probably find a way of getting on the road a lot cheaper. You can find a way of getting on the road more expensive. But the matter of the fact is, just the running costs alone at £204 a month, that's a hell of a chunk out of someone's wage.
Yeah.
I mean, to some people that own their own house, rah. This is where I was saying it's becoming an absolute luxury these days. It's becoming the high-end people that are able to afford this. It's literally killing a community of people like-minded from the same background, being able to just take a Sunday morning off, go for a ride with their friends. It's going to create more issues than you would ever believe. You've got the mental health issue of people being so secluded now because, I mean, God bless that guy on TikTok the other day that literally turned around and said the only reason I ride is so I can get friends because I don't have many.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine being in that situation but not being able to ride.
Yeah. Welcome to the family, bro. You know?
Yeah, fucking right. Welcome to the family. And this is what we're trying to do. So if people don't know or understand, and thank you very much for getting this far into the podcast. I mean, we love you all. We are trying to create now a new style community because we can see that this community is dying because the amount it fucking costs.
Yeah, just dipping my toe into the water tonight, looking at the fuel cost, how the fuel's made up. It's horrific. I knew it was bad. I didn't know it was that.
It is
that bad.
No, and the thing is, we're trying to now create a community with you guys around us that we can now band together. And I mean, if we can band together in such a way that we can start making a difference to people's lives, that'd be absolutely fantastic. And if we can at least just support each other, the people that are banding together, say like, I don't know, one of you guys is a motorcycle mechanic and we can start reducing that £500 a year cost down for people because they're a membership, but then you are able to get something else out of the community back like the 80s where your next door neighbor would always help you out and the next door neighbor to them would always help you out. This is the sort of community we're trying to gain. We want to be the face of the motorcycle community as much as we can to
we're in this together, guys. You know, it's not going to be something that goes away. We've all sort of sat back and realised that the price of fuel is the way it is. And is there something in the community that we can do to try and encourage government to bring it down? Is there something we can do to help each other out?
That's it. We just, the other thing is we want to put smile on people's faces, and we want to make sure that people realize that they're not alone. And us as the motorcycle community are very, very well known for accepting everyone and anyone that's on two wheels.
Yeah.
And we want to extend that fact to anyone and everyone that is on two wheels and their families. And we want to encapsulate that and bring a new style of motor club. We're not going to do a Sons of Anarchy style motorcycle club, but yet we want the sense of togetherness, and we want the sense of
community
and family. Yeah, definitely. So if you guys want to join us on our little mission to bring us all together, then like Scott said earlier, Motorcycle Madness Motorcycle Club on Facebook. Find us on all social medias, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, under the @Motorbike Madness Media. Get in touch with us by any means necessary. Any questions, anything you want us to do in the future, we are your humble servants, and we will do so accordingly. But for now, unless you've got anything else to say, have you got anything else to say? Well, I've got to go to bed and stretch my back out because I don't know if I've mentioned it, I fucked my back. So that was this weekend's riding, absolutely gone. So bad that I'm sat on my chair and I'm having to have a pillow behind me just to keep my back straight. Somebody's getting old. Yeah, just not as old as you look. Well, anyway, guys, it's been him, Scott.
And him, Jamie.